All right. Good morning. Most of you guys will be watching this Monday morning, some Saturday, Sunday night. I'm doing this a little bit early because I am leaving. I'm leaving here at 6:45 in the morning on the 2-week adventure. 1 week of sourcing, Amazon, eBay, and a week of vacation. Then I'll source on the way back. So should be back here 2 weeks from tomorrow. So these are the interesting items that sold here for the bearded picker, aka Scott. What's up, friends, subscribers, and internet strangers? You thought I forgot you. It's kind of late in the evening. Well, it's not too late for me, but I'm trying to go to bed early tonight. So let's get into the show. First up, I don't know where I got this. I think this might have been a donation from the lovely Joni. It's a hair conditioning, shampoo, and styling set. Fakai is very expensive. If you look it up in Walgreens still carries that stuff. I've sold a bunch of it as they change different scents. They'll put it on clearance. I've sold a bunch of Fakai. Made a lot of money on Fakai. So 19 bucks free shipping. All right. Sony, Sony, Sony. I'm not gonna tell y'all again, Sony. And if you can find a little cassette with it, oh my God, you see the price, don't you? $36.95. I took a best offer of 32, so I got $35.90 shipped for a CD player and a car adapter. That's the original one. I don't think it was ever used, but CD player works great. I tested out, listened to some. I don't know what the hell I listened to, but it was something. Next up, some Xenadrine. I don't know, some kind of fat burner thermogenics. I don't know. Got $30 for it, free ship. Look at all that kind of stuff, folks. That I got that on clearance. I think I've got $5 in it. I had $2 in the CD player, so those are good profit margins. Next up, Oric. Walmart clearance these out a while ago, and this one was actually a return. You can look at the back of the box and see it has some issues, so that's why somebody opening it, the box is hard to open, and they tore that little tab out. Sold it new, other bottom of box damage. Jacob did a good job of that. Still got $40 for this filter. Oric filters are extremely expensive, so if you can find them, there's an O1 and an O2. They both sell. So I had $6 in this from Walmart, got 40. Dog watch. I don't know if y'all noticed the dog watch or not, but this dog watch is the one that the guy I sent all the way to California. The guy I took a best offer of 100, and he sent it back because it didn't have an adapter, the power adapter. This power pack is actually the battery backup in case the power goes down. No worries, we sold it this time, but you can see here in the thing, power supply for the transmission not included. I made no mistakes about it. I put it in the description so we won't live that again. Took a best offer this time of 150 plus shipping. So I got 100 and I sold it for 100, got it back, then sold it for 150 plus the $10 shipping or $11 shipping. So not a bad deal. I took a best offer of 36 on this. I got 41 for it. It's a 10 disc set. It was on BBC. It's just I believe there's a two-part series. Yeah, this is collection number 2 of just different wildlife and animals. Very fascinating if you hadn't seen that one. It's a good one to watch. But the full set, I was happy with that price. This guy here, I bought him at a thrift store last week. I believe it was a thrift store when I was trying to look at the receipt to see how in the world I only paid $4.50 for the things I bought. I paid $1 for this. Got $38.95. All the instruction booklets are in it. Everything's in it. It's actually out in the car ready to go for be dropped off at the post office tomorrow. I've had this for a long time. It's a book about Peoria, Illinois. Memories number 3. Uh, I got like 6 of them. It says 3 available, but I think there's 6. I pulled these from Amazon because they were not selling, so I've got them listed. Picked up 20 bucks for it. Media mail shipping, $3.46. I cannot remember what I paid for it. I never even took it out of the plastic wrap because it was a new book. I sent it in plastic to make sure it wouldn't get hurt at Amazon, so I never took it out. I shipped it on a bubble mailer just like that. Sony battery, took a best offer of 20 bucks on this thing. It has been here a while. I don't know. I bought it in North Carolina. It's been here that long. So somebody wanted to give me $20 off. It went. And this one, I actually looked up the prices of them before I accepted the offer, and $20 was a fair price for that. I don't know where I came up with 36 bucks. Picked these up at an estate sale 2 or 3 weeks ago. Most of you should have recognized these if you watch any of my videos. There's a couple items that you'll see that have sold pretty quickly. Took a best offer of 30 on these, so I paid 3, got 30, and they were pretty nice. They looked like they were brand freaking new. You can see there on the bottom with the spikes. I don't think they were ever worn. Maybe once, but they were not worn on a golf course. So there's that. Next up, picked this up at the flea market 2 or 3 weeks ago. Actually, Labor Day weekend. Paid $75 for it. Took a best offer of $120 plus the 20 shipping, so $141. It did not work. So, and the one thing I'll tell you about this thing is when I looked it up, I knew that paying $75, even if it didn't work, that I was okay in it. And tape players, you just got to be careful with tape players, because tape players have the rubber bands, whatever they're called, that turn the mechanisms, and they go bad. They dry up, they stretch out, they go bad. And this one, I believe, it stretched out because it would play, but it'd play for a little while and quit, then it'd try to flip sides. It was kind of, but this one was very unusual because it pushed that whole mechanism. I'm pushing it towards me. The whole mechanism pushed out. Imagine like Alien, the little alien coming out of the stomach. It comes out like that. And then you put the tape in it, and it goes back inside. So that's pretty cool. That was, if it worked, it was worth between 300 and 400. It was in such nice shape, but did not work. Some ink. They were in a box in storage. I had 2 of them, so I sold the first one. And is this the one I did this with? Instead of putting expiration date on there, I just put the warranty period ended. And maybe it sounds better than expired, because people have some kind of phobia with expirations. Ink's ink. Every now and then somebody will tell me it's dried up, and I just refund, tell them I'm sorry about that. It wasn't open, I couldn't check it. Here's your money. How about throwing it away for me? I'd appreciate it. And they understand. So another set. This one was $12.99. I paid $1.29 for them at Walgreens. I think I've got 2 sets of the white ones left, but $19.99. These are the other 2 I expect to sell before Halloween. Get your Halloween stuff up. It's selling. I only put 1 of these up. It says 2 sold. I think I sold 5 this week because I had to change the quantity and relist it. And that'll be it. They're on the shelf behind me. You can see them right there. Dot, dot, dot. The little blue boxes right there. And then they're on the shelf above it. So at $19.95, I'm actually pretty close to breaking even on these things. I just want them gone. Y'all have seen them every week for a long time now. Anything special about the filter? One person bought all 3 of them. So they paid $50-something for them. So that was nice. It's always nice when they buy multiples and then you can save on shipping. Next up, you can see there's more items. This week was a little better. I didn't sell as many items this week. I sold 83 items, but the dollar amount was still $2,400. Dollar amount was better. As you can see, I've got some higher dollar items this week. This watchdog here, bought it 2 weeks ago at the yard sales, or last week at the yard sales. Can't remember. It's an ED50. Basically, it's a motion alarm. It makes it sound like there's a dog inside your house. Took a best offer of 30 with the ship, and I got $40.95 shipped. So this guy here, I've got 2 left. LED light bar ass sitting on TV. These things are pretty neat. I've got a couple of them that I use. They're rechargeable. $24.95 plus the $3.95 shipped. And is this the one that went to Guam? Oh my God. It went a long ways. Thank goodness for priority cubic shipping. Because the Guam would have been expensive. For those of you who don't know where Guam is, here is your geography lesson for the day. Once you get to Hawaii, you've still got a 10-hour flight to get to Guam. It's that far over there. So there we have it. Hey, the bald man selling more hair dye. $15.72 for our 2-pack here. And these things are extremely light. I think they were like 7 ounces to ship. So that was very nice. Remember, I paid $2 each, so I got $4 into this one. This guy here I bought. Where'd I buy this? It's been a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. If you see this Magnavox, they make it. I picked one up silver this weekend. It is a DV 220 MW9. That's the black one. The silver one is it's a 2205 or a 2206. They sell. They are in demand for some reason. Most time I uh, would not do anything with a Magnavox, but for some reason this dual player unit, I took a best offer of 80 for it, so it got 94 shipped. They have still not paid though. Only good thing is they were a 0 bidder before, and now they're a 1 bidder, so maybe they're going to pay. I don't know. Who knows? It's boxed up waiting for them to pay. Sony. Here we go. 1995 plus $4 to ship it. Sony cassette Walkman. This one is fancy because you don't have to take the tape out and flip it over and fast forward to rewind and carry on. This one has auto reverse. Sounds really nice. I tested this one out. I just bought this one or found it in a box. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was not listed very long. It is off to a new home. This guy here, I'm pretty sure I bought this at Walgreens, and I'm pretty sure I've had it for quite a long time. Took a best offer of 18, so I got $23 for it shipped. It's been around. I bought it in North Carolina, and there's still not a listing for it on Amazon. I didn't feel like making a listing, so finally sold it on eBay. Who knew? Who knew sold so well? I knew is who knew. I hope I didn't confuse myself there. That's terrible. Bad jokes. Paid $3 for this. Got $18. Took a best offer of 18, so 23 to ship it. Who knew? It's in a tin, metal tin. I've always found them that be complete. There's 6 tokens, and there's 5 of each of the tokens, and there's a card with a slider and 2 sets of cards in there. That's it. So if you see cranium, who knew? Really, any cranium for the most part you need to check out, because there's another one coming here that's a little more expensive. Bought these guys when I swore off I wasn't going to buy them. Took a best offer of $24 or $25. So off they went. I paid $3 at the estate sale for these guys. So that was a good one. They don't all sell this fast, and they don't all sell this great, but you just have to pay attention. These were AT&T. You always have to check those. AT&T sells very well online. They don't sell. You can always pick them up at a thrift store because, for some reason at a thrift store you can't give these away. Most estate sales you can't give them away. I can go on the last day and buy these things, but this one was the DETC or whatever the formula is. 5.8 or 6.0 are the ones you want to look for. This guy here is a JVC camcorder. It's an Evrio. I probably just slaughtered that word. This one has a hard drive in it, a 20 gig hard drive. When I bought it in North Carolina, it did not have a power adapter, but I bought one, and I put them on there. I didn't know how long. The battery does take a charge. I just didn't know how long. Took a best offer of 30, so I got 35. I've noticed that a lot of people will pay the price I'm asking. They just want to do a best offer, and it happened a lot this week to where there's nearly the normal price I was asking just without the shipping. I don't know if that's their free shipping mindset. Who knows? But when I go on vacation, I'm going to sit down with a computer and just go through all these listings. And I'm going to switch them all over to where they're going 10 days and they're going, because I believe the 30 days are getting too stale. So I'm going to do 10-day listings, and I'm also going to do shipping on almost everything so that it's easier to take a best offer. So, and most of the time I actually list price fairly competitive right at what's selling, or maybe a couple percent below what it's selling at. So from now on, I'm gonna list it maybe 10% lower than what it's selling for, and then throw the ship on and see what happens. I'll report back to you. This is your Action News Reporter once again. When I'm doing these things, songs seem to pop in my head, and I don't know why the streak by Ray Stevens just popped in my head. But alrighty then. Alright, I just ran out of this color, A55 Real Black. Paid $6 for these three, and they sold for $25.90, and they ship for the 9 ounce or 10 ounce rate. So these things are extremely light. There's good money in them. So I've got shipping of I'm under $10, and you throw the fees of another three. So you're making I made $13 when I paid $6. So anytime we do that, that is a winner. All right, I'd like to thank whoever that was who watched my video and says, Bearded Picker, Scott, Zilke, whatever you want to call me. I answered to lots of things. I answered other things too, but it depends on who was calling me those things. All right. LaserJet Pro P1102W laser printer. I've got one sitting right down here. I've been using it for years. I found these on clearance at Walmart for 30 bucks a piece. So I bought three of them. I sold the other two on Amazon. HP is now a restricted brand. You can no longer sell on Amazon. And if you look at the tape is discolored on the top of there. So I would not send it to Amazon anyway because it's not perfect. So, and that if you're going to play on their platform, you play by their rules. So I got a best offer of $255 plus shipping. So I got $271 out of this one, or $272. And I was happy to get it, sent it right on its way. And I'll tell you one thing about the way I do things. Even though this is in a box and it looks like it could have been shipped or whatever that thing was, I don't like shipping. I don't like receiving things with a label on them that's the manufacturer's box, because that's most of the time that is not intended as a shipping box. So I actually put this in a box. So I don't know. Hey, you guys tell me what you do in the comments. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just kind of weird that way, but I actually don't like receiving things in their manufacturers. And so since I don't like to do it, hey, you get a box from the old Bearded Picker. Sony. This one was not quite as nice. You see little scratches on the thing. It worked fine. It did not have the mega base, and it did not have the auto reverse. So I only got $21 for this one. $21.95. Sony. I think somebody once told y'all that Sony sells. Do y'all buy Sony? If not, why not? Old cell phone sale. Somebody told y'all that once too. Here's another one from that estate sale that I paid $5 for. It got $24.95. This one's kind of interesting. It's a slider. There she sits. It's in beautiful condition. When you slide it up, of course, it reveals the keyboard, but it was in really nice shape. Got the box manual. Headphones were never used, and the charger. And it is off to its new happy home. Just be aware that sometime ending in 2019, the support for 3G will no longer be available. Because in 2019, they will start rolling at the end of this year, early next year. I think T-Mobile is actually going to be one of the first ones out with 5G, and they will start. But do not be too fast to get 5G, because 5G is going to be a battery burner. So it's really going to put some pressure on cell phone manufacturers to increase battery life, because right now 5G, what they can use of it, actually crushes the battery on a phone. Alright. Some drop shipper decided they wanted to offer me $60 for this, so that's my shipping, I believe. I got $79 to ship this thing to wherever they wanted me to go. Gooson Zero. You can see his feedback. He's a 6228 is his how many feedbacks he's gotten. This is the second VCR he's purchased from me. I took best offers on both of them. I don't know where he sells. Probably Amazon. Who knows where. And honestly, I sent him a message back saying, no problem, buddy. I'll get your thing out and I'll take care of it like it was mine, to your dropship customer. That's a gift. All I got back was a LOL. So sometimes you gotta have fun with folks. I believe in having a good time. I believe in being very positive. And am I mad that this guy's a drop shipper? He made some money too? Absolutely not. Because I had $6 in this sucker. I got my money. I got what I wanted, and may the world be a better place for it. That didn't go together, but anyway. Uniden. This was a return from Amazon. Or maybe it was one that the box was so banged up. Oh yeah, that sticker right there. That's my sticker. So I recalled this phone. And look how good Amazon treated my stuff. They did nice, didn't they? Big shout out to the Amazon shippers. Appreciate that. Solid. I've had this for a while. I've had it in North Carolina, and Jacob finally listed it, and we got $39 for it. So bye bye. Next up, we sold both the last two of these. I am sad to see them go. These were the from the Ohio 127. Paid $2 for this. Sold two this week. Sold all five of them now. So that was. This is a good example, folks. Just because there's not a listing, don't mean squat. Actually, that could be a good thing. I know these cell phones sell. I know that Straight Talk is a popular company right now. I know Samsung makes a good phone. I know there are people that still like those little keyboards. So just because this exact model wasn't on there, I got $2 each of them, and they're refurbished with brand new batteries and chargers. So I made up $29.95 and sold all five of them. So for a grand total of $10, we sold all these for $150. So yay to the Highway 127. What's that, Beardy Picker? Are you going back next year? If I'm above ground, damn it, I'm going. Okay, so did you see the video? I was at the flea market. Did you hear the story on this calculator? I asked the fella. I picked it up off the table. He had just stuff everywhere. I'm like, how much for the calculator? He looked right at it. He goes, I said, $1? He said, yes, sir. I found that thing under an old junk car. I threw some batteries in it. Look at it. It works. It works. It's just dirty. $1. A TI 84 Plus Silver Edition for $1. There was a little discoloration on that, on the battery door, but otherwise, you can see there's a little bit of dirt I couldn't quite get off of it. But the battery department was pretty clean. But hey, I took a best offer $60, so out of here. I promised you cranium. Here's cranium again. Bumpera, Bumperina, yeah, Bumperina. Can't read, can't write, can't speak. Man, what a redneck in Alabama. What are you doing in front of a camera? All right, $29.99 ship free cranium game. Check cranium. There's good money in cranium, especially if they're new, or if it's a who knew. Who knew? Now you knew. All right, that's enough who knew jokes. Till next week. Okay, some more Dreamcast games you wanted to see. This one I just finished packing up. $31.95 for Omicron, the Nemod Soul or something. I think I got a quarter in it. Outstanding. Okay, now what in the world do I tell you sells? Sony. See this one here? If you flip it over, it's got the hand on it. You can strap it to whatever you feel like strapping it to. It's one of those that's got all the extra protection in it, so it doesn't skip or anything. They haven't paid for it yet. Took a best offer of $34, so I got 38. And it's another one of those that oh, they got free shipping. Oh, I got my price. If I'd have put it at $38.95, they'd have tried to get it for $35, but I got a few extra dollars. The bearded man strikes again. So, Sony. Watch this. I'm going to thrift stores. I'm going to all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm scanning books. I'm doing retail arbitrage. I'm doing thrift stores. I'm doing all kinds of stuff on the way to New York. How much Sony? I'm doing yard sales. So somewhere in New York, wherever I stop, wherever I wake up Saturday morning. Let's see how much Sony I can find on this trip. More Dreamcast. $34.95 for this one. That $10, I can't tell you how many times it's paid off. I should have tracked all this, how much I've made on these so far. And I've still got like 20 of them left. $34.95 for a Jet Grind radio. They all look kind of interesting. They're all kind of... Yeah, that was a good one. The Highway 127 is showing up strong. Hey, I just picked these up Saturday, right? Already sold a pair. When you buy expensive stuff, when you put some money out there, Dusty tells you all the time, and I believe the exact same way. Get the expensive stuff up. I bought several things at the yard sales. I got the shoes up. Took a best offer of $50 on this pair, so I've got $60.95. First one is sold. They haven't paid for it yet, but it's already boxed up. The lovely Miss Joni will be happy to... I've even waited for her, so all she's got to do is... she's going to... She actually told me, she said, bearded picker, you know she didn't call me that. She's going to do the shipping until she leaves Saturday, so she will be handling the eBay. What'll happen is she'll have Jacob come out here and find it, and then Johnny will ship it. So, or they'll both come out here and do it. But it was very nice that I didn't ask him. I told him I was just going to shut eBay down for the week, and she was like, "No, no, 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 no. Jacob and I, between the two of us, we'll take care of it." So they're going to handle the shipping, which is very nice. So we'll sell some more stuff this week. I've had this thing for a long time. I picked it up for what in the hell? Y'all see my title? Labeler label. Outstanding. Took a best offer of $37 for this thing, so I got 42 bucks for it. It is a fancier one than it's a 3M Dymo. It is very interesting. It's got a little booklet that comes with it, so that was very nice. You know what the key to selling this thing was? I've had it for a long time. The key was we listed it. That's a secret. Don't tell anybody that the bearded picker tells you the secrets of eBay, but the biggest secret is you list it, you sell shit. Alright, let's hope this one works. I've had issues with these things. I had like 11 of them, and I've had problems with like 3 of them. So, Jenny Butler, let's say a little prayer that this one works. There's a bad connection with the battery or something that causes some of them not to work. So we hope we're not refunding this one, but it was $18.99. And I still got one more. Well, alas, we have come to the end of another wonderful bearded picker show. Just want to remind you that the website is up for the reseller gathering. Phil is going to be leaving town Tuesday. I'm leaving town tomorrow, but I will be checking Facebook. I'll be because he'll be in Colorado somewhere in the mountains with no cell phone service, no internet service. So as I get somewhere this week, I will check. So if there's any questions, leave them in there, and I will check them every night when I get to the hotel. And then Saturday night, once I get to where we're staying for vacation, I'll have internet all the time. So I'm taking my laptop. So of course I'm still doing shows. I gotta have a laptop, right? So I'm carrying the Mac, at least one of the MacBooks. I might carry the other one just so I can erase it while I'm there. But anyway, so if you got any questions about the reseller gathering, October 26th, 27th, Nashville, Tennessee, I believe he's got the hotel reservation up, or he's going in the morning, so the hotel reservation should be posted in the morning. I think there's up to 100 rooms we can get, so just look for a grand old time. You know, there's no charge other than your hotel and whatever it is to get there. We're going to go eat at the same place with a couple restaurants, estate sales, yard sales, the flea market's in town that weekend, and downtown nightlife. We can all go get blasted and swap reseller stories. Is there any more fun than that? Outstanding. Well, I wish you all a great week, a happy week, a good, wonderful week of selling. I will see you Tuesday morning for an abbreviated show. I think I'm going to run it about an hour, maybe a little less. Just to say good morning, talk about anything that's going on, chit-chat with Steve, and the wonderful audience that shows up. And then I'm going to have breakfast with Cincinnati John, the Cincinnati picker. Looking forward to that. The last couple times I've been through Cincinnati, I have not stopped by to see him, but now that he's got a little more time on his hand, I look forward to spending an hour or two with John. Good guy. If you're not subbed to Cincinnati picker, check him out. Good guy, nice guy, very knowledgeable about reselling, and he is actually back on eBay like one of us regular folks. Appreciate you watching. We're going to end this little video right here. Do the YouTube stuff, and got 2 words for you. Hey, we're back to normal again. Or do y'all want me to put on the wig? It's just right over there. Roll Tide. Thanks for watching.